Content is key to making a personal brand. It's the content that people share, appreciate, and connect with. So, in this video, we are going to talk about how you can build your content that relates with your audience. Hello, friends, I am Nidhi Singh. When I started writing on Quora, I was really amateur. I was fairly new into the digital marketing field and I was just learning. And I started to write on Quora. My content quality was pathetic. I used to follow a lot of digital marketers. I used to consume their content, appreciate it, and more or less write in the same form as those marketers used to write. And as I spent a lot of time reading and writing on Quora, I figured out that I am not doing anything different and I am not creating the real value. And when I started writing, I still remember that one answer I wrote about digital marketing that was about my own experiment through an email marketing campaign. And when I wrote about it, it was a long form content piece, and when I wrote about it, I did not get a lot of followers or visitors, views, or upvotes on that content piece. But every time I looked at that particular article, I felt that it is really different from others are talking about. It's not 10 things you should know about email marketing, but it is something that nobody talks about. It's about how you should A/B test with your call to action buttons, how I have A/B tested, and what are my learnings out of it, and how those learnings are helping me improve my cost per lead and cost per acquisition. So that piece of content gave me a way to explore an entire new kind of content that I wrote after that. I started to build my own personality through my articles, where I realized that bringing in my personal experiences through my articles or through my content pieces will help me connect with audience and would help others also get understanding of how stuff works. I would not say that I figured out with that one article. I figured out everything with that one article, but it took me a while to, and I'm still in that process to understand that what is it that my content pieces stand for. But I have come far from that initial digital marketer writer that I was a couple of years ago. So the moral of the story that I'm trying to communicate here is that you need to actually start. You can't just sit and think that I'll figure out my voice, I'll figure out my niche, and then I'll start writing. If you know something and if you are curious to explore that field, if you are hungry to share your knowledge with others, then I would say that just go out there and start writing or speaking or talking about it with others. And in that journey of doing this, you would realize that you have started to evolve as an individual in that particular field. This happened with me as well. When I started to write about digital marketing, I was hardly into email marketing and social media and some other stuff. But when I started writing, I learned and picked a lot of things about search engine optimization. At that point in time, I was not working on website and search engine optimization, but I gained a lot of knowledge because I was blogging or creating content about it. So when you start writing about a field, or when you start exploring a field, you get to learn a lot of things because of you being present in that ecosystem, you keeping your eyes and ears open to such information. So that helps to you in a lot of ways. Another important question that I often get asked is how to build that initial community. When you're really new to field, you don't know many people, and even if you know those people might not be online or connected to you through the platform of your choice. How do you go about building that initial community? So for example, if you're writing on LinkedIn, how do you build connection? If you are creating content on YouTube, how do you get initial followers? So the advantage of social media is that once you start creating content, a lot of audience is already present on the website. All you have to do is create consistent, good quality content, and sites like YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn will give you initial traction. They will get you some views, and if your content is really good, those views will get you followers, likes, comment, and will build an engaged community. So let me give you a better analogy. Consider social media sites as a big party where you have been invited. You don't know many people, or maybe you don't know anyone, but as you get into a party, you would have people just nodding head to you, saying hello. In similar ways, social media is also like that big party where you will get some views, and it's up to you to connect with them, to engage with them, to respond to them. So social media is all about real human connections. Consider yourself being in that big community gathering, and just the way you would engage there, you will have to engage here as well with people, and not just at professional level, also at personal level, because it's not all about business. I'll tell you my example. When I was writing about digital marketing on Quora, and in that journey I gained over 75,000 followers. I have another video on that I'll link here. So when I started writing content, I realized that a lot of startup owners have challenges around how to build their digital marketing team, and how to set up their ad accounts, or how to do budgeting, and how much to invest, and questions like that. And when I started to answer those questions, that's when I started to build real connections. I started to engage with the community, and a lot of people started to connect with me through my LinkedIn, through my Gmail ID, through Quora messages. And that's how I think I started to gain tractions and a lot of followers, because of this kind of personal connect with my audience. And I realized that that when you actually try to solve problems that your target audience is facing, you actually really genuinely help them out. You actually connect with them at a much deeper level when you just try. And with that, we come to our next point, and this is a really interesting point, and this is something that I have personally really struggled with, is taking the audience behind the scenes, opening a little window of your life to your audience. As you go a step above and beyond to understand your audience, it is also extremely important that you open a little window of your personal professional life to your audience. Professional life is still easier, but taking behind the scenes of your personal life is sometimes really tricky and challenging for some people. I have seen on Quora and even on LinkedIn and YouTube and across platforms actually, that some people are genuinely really vulnerable in front of their audiences. And when you do that, you actually really connect with people, and you build an even stronger brand. So I would say that not everyone can be as open as some of the people that we see around us who have built really strong brand on social media. But I think it is always a good idea to open a part of your life. I remember writing a couple of answers about how I met my husband through Quora.com on Quora, and people really connected well with these kind of articles. I also remember writing bits and pieces from my childhood, how my childhood was, and how it has helped me become a person that I am today. And people have really connected very well with these content pieces. In fact, one of such articles has received over 32,000 upvotes and 100,000 of views. So I think that personal connection is what we seek from our audience, and our audience seeks from us. So if you are able to bring that out through your content, then you have cracked something really deep. And when you are starting up, it is extremely important that you make a schedule or a calendar for yourself. Maybe commit to yourself that I'll produce content every week or twice a week or daily. For example, when I started on Instagram, I committed to myself that in order to improve my watercolor paintings, I will show up daily. So in the year 2018, I showed up almost every day with something painted on that day, and I posted it on Instagram. So a lot of people who are following me on Instagram and if you are here, you would know that I used to do live stories. I used to post how my day looked like, and I used to show up every single day. It kind of kept me motivated, committed, and it also kind of helped me connect with my audience who saw that an amateur artist came in, learned, struggled, failed, and then succeeded. And that kind of openness that I was talking about in the previous point connects your audience even more when you show your successes, failures, challenges, and how you overcome them. So bringing both the points together, open your life and show up regularly so that you can connect even better with your audience. And last but not the least, always engage with your audience, respond to their comments, reply to their messages, and be present when they need you so that they are there when you need them. I think that was the underlying theme across the videos. I hope I was able to communicate the point that how you can build a strong brand through content, and how your content not just helps you build brand but also helps you become a better person in that particular field. I hope this video helped you, and if you have any comments and if you want me to cover any specific topic or subtopic in personal branding, please comment and let me know so that I can bring just another video for you. Thank you.